If you've been stuck memorizing choreos and combos just to freeze up every time you go out to freestyle, this is the video for you. I have been shuffling for 7 years and I would like to say that I am a freestyle pro. And so in this video, I'm breaking down how to actually train your freestyle, because it's a little bit more nuanced than choreo, right? Where choreo, you're just kind of following steps and kind of mimicking the other person. Freestyling is about bringing out your own creativity so that you can feel confident dancing out on your own or at your next festival or show. And if you want to dive even deeper, I created the Freestyle Flow Course, which is on the Shuffle Vault, and it takes everything we're going to talk about today, but dives even deeper so that you can become the confident dancer that you know you were meant to be. That's enough yapping. Let's get into what you came here for. So when it comes to freestyling, the number one thing you have to have down is the foundations. I know, so boring, so I think it's really easy for a lot of people to kind of gloss over the foundations and be like,
oh yeah, running man, T-step, I got that down.
But there's so much to these moves. Trust me, like I said, I've been doing this for 7 years and I'm still always kind of coming back to my running man and my T-step and seeing how I can tweak things, improve things, or even add subtle variations. So the first thing you're gonna do is to decide what your sort of core set of moves and what I'm gonna be calling your home base. So these are foundational moves that you don't have to think about, because if you're thinking, you're not flowing. If you're a beginner, I would pick like 3 to 4 moves that you want to be your home base. And maybe if you're intermediate or advanced, you maybe have a larger set of moves that are your home base. But these moves are gonna kind of define your style. So maybe you wanna lean heavily towards shapes. Maybe you pick like the Polly Pocket or X step, the Charleston, V step, or maybe you just wanna lean more towards shuffling. So you'll have like the running man, the T step, and maybe like a glide. Now it's important to know that a lot of these foundational moves have a lot of variations. There's a lot of different ways you can do a single move. Take the running man, for instance. Some people even call the Polly Pocket a variation of the running man, right? Because the Polly Pocket is basically like doing the shaper running man and then adding in that twist. And some people call it the diagonal running man. So when you're picking the moves that are gonna make up your home base, you can also kind of think about all these variations that are going to also come with that move, which we're gonna get into in a sec. So these moves, your home base, are what you are always going to come back to. So say you're not sure how to start a flow. Maybe you just start in your home base, right? Or maybe, okay, you're shuffling, you're doing, and you do this fun combo that you learned. What do you do next? You come back to your home base, okay? Because that is going to allow you time to reset and also allow you time to think about what you're going to do next. So if I was just starting out and I was semi-new to shuffling, I would probably pick the running man, the T-step, the Charleston, and the X-step, or Polly Pocket, as your core set of moves. This is really good if you want to be like a hybrid shuffler, which does both shuffling and cutting shapes, like myself. Step 1 is to have mastered these moves and be able to do them up to speeds. I would say all the way up to 130 if you can, but it just depends on what you like to dance to. If you like to dance to techno, you're gonna wanna like shoot for 130s. If you're dancing to trance, you're gonna wanna go to like 138. And you're not gonna be shuffling to 130 BPM every single time, but just having that ability is going to make those slower speeds a lot easier as well. All I'm saying is don't get too comfortable shuffling to slow speed. So your first freestyle assignment is to figure out your core set of moves and then go freestyle with just those moves. See how it feels to kind of get lost in the sauce and lost in the music without always trying to do some cool move or do some cool trick or think about what's next, and really just kind of get connected with the music and get into that flow state. I promise you can do a lot with the basics. Shuffling looks good because it's so rhythmic and almost hypnotic, right? So you don't always need more moves. You just kind of need to really harness these foundations. Now, once you feel confident with your foundations and your home base, now it's time to take those same foundations to the next level. Take one of your foundational moves, we can start with like the running man, and see how many variations you can come up with. What if you played around with the tempo a little bit? What if you played around with your foot placement? What if you added some travel, some rotation, some spins, You can also play around with your arm movements, and that can wildly change your Running Man or whatever core move you're working on. And even just within the Running Man, right, there's so many variations. You can do the reverse Running Man, the ski Running Man, the lateral Running Man, right? Even on top of that, there's so many more that don't have names, and that could be completely unique to you. That is really where your own kind of uniqueness is gonna come out. So that's your next assignment, is take each of your core set of moves and see how many variations you can kind of come up with. Don't judge the ideas right away. It may not work at first, but maybe there's a way you can tweak it to be something completely new and cool and unique. The creative process is just a lot of trial and error, so don't be afraid to like mess up and look dumb. So you're gonna take each set of your moves, try and come up with as many variations as you can, and then you're going to freestyle again, still just working with our core set of moves, but trying to add in those different variations. Doing them in a way that matches the music, right? We always wanna stay connected to the music and be focused on the music first, and just kind of let it guide us and guide our body. So the last part, we were just kind of talking about getting lost in the sauce. Like I said, this is easier said than done, but I do have some tips for you to kind of help you really tap the fuck in. Number one is to not judge yourself. I know I've already said this a lot, but let go of the need to be impressive. For who? For what? To who? Like, who cares? This is about you expressing yourself, and the more you're able to tap into that expression and that joy and that freedom of dancing, just so happens that's the better your dancing is going to look. And also, the truth is, no one is judging you as much as you are judging yourself. I know we're all up in our heads thinking like, oh, they don't think my dancing looks good, or oh, they're judging me because I'm not this, I'm not that. But that's not them saying that, that's you saying that. That's your brain telling you that. Instead of assuming the worst, let's assume the best. Oh, they think I'm so talented, they think I'm so fun, they think I'm so amazing. Okay, we don't need to get conceited with it, but we can think that they are enjoying watching us express ourselves, and that we are talented, and that we look like we are having fun, right? And I can't teach you confidence, but I can try to help bring it out of you as best as I can. And I promise, the more you practice this, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this: you already have the skill set to be a really good freestyler. You just need to really sort of harness what you already have and take it to that next level. And if you want even more guidance to take your freestyle to that next level, join the Shuffle Vault, where you get access to 100+ tutorials, in addition to my new Freestyle Flow Course, where I walk you guys through musicality, groove, the freestyle formula, and some fun drills to really just help you be a confident freestyler, so that you can shuffle at festivals, shuffle at shows, shuffle in your garage, shuffle in front of your friends, shuffle at parties, dance, 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 wherever you want, whenever you want, however you want. I will put the link down below for that. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you for your support. Subscribe if you aren't already. Hit that like button. Help your girl out. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.